it's a monumental day, and Dave, you've actually written a piece that looks towards 9/11.
I did. It's one of the few pieces that I've actually composed or arranged where nobody said, hey, I want you to do an arrangement of this, or I want you to compose a piece for this. Following 9/11, I just was so bothered, I think, by not only the destruction and the killing of the 3,000, but knowing, okay, now we have to go, and now we'll have to go find the people if we can and kill them, and then it's back and forth, and violence begets violence, and I don't know if I've ever experienced that before. I couldn't get it out of my soul, just this bad feeling, sadness. And so for one of the few times, excuse me, I said, okay, I'm going to take some things that I know and maybe twist them and just try to write something a little every day, and it was more for therapy. And this piece sort of evolved, taking actually a hymn or two that I really found dear and kind of gnarling it up, and then using it to express maybe my own weeping, Lacrimosa. It's called Lacrimosa, a Benedictus, a weeping and a blessing. About halfway through the piece, I realized this is not about you guys, it's about the victims, and not only 9/11, but our firefighters and our police, and then the victims of Katrina, and just all those things. Remember that happened back 10 years ago. So I took about in the middle. I always loved Mahler, so I took about an 8-bar phrase from the last movement of his Third Symphony. What love tells me, and I use that as a transition, and finish with a benediction that I wrote for the church choir back when I was a pastor in Michigan. So, hey, it is what it is, but I'm really grateful to the Mid-Texas Symphony for allowing me to do this. It is an expression of the sadness, I think, that we all still feel on the 10th anniversary, but also hope. It's the second performance that Baylor University Orchestra did about 3 years ago in a concert called Music and Politics. And it was interesting. A couple of the kids who were in the orchestra, one came up and said, my brother is in Iraq, and this meant a lot to me. So that gave me confidence that, okay, it'll work okay.